is 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Rep your city. Let me see the mic. Rep your city. Give me the mic. Rep your city. I got you. Rep your city. I'm gonna tell you not mine. Rep your city.
It's time for us to go live, so rep your city. I really would appreciate if y'all roll with me. Feeling this music cause it makes me wanna step. And if you don't want it to, then you lying to yourself. Cause every time we party, we gon' have fun. I don't know about you, but I'ma rep where I'm from.
Rep your city. Okay. Rep your city. Let me see the mic. Rep your city. Give me the mic. Rep your city.
Welcome to the RYC Live show this evening. My name is Artistic. I'm your host for tonight, and this is Rep Your City RYC Live Fresh Fridays. So we're back once again with another fresh episode. Thank everyone for tuning in. I see some people coming in. Thank you. If you can do us a favor and share this broadcast tonight. Share it to a friend, share it to a family member, or a crewmate. We're going to be talking about some great history tonight. What's up, Brother Flame Rock the Great? I see you checking in, my brother. One love to you. So we're going to be talking some great history tonight with Trusun, our brother, the one and only himself, legend of Chicago hip hop, Chirac Nation, God Squad, Tribe X. Right? And so many other good ones, right? Even the Chicago's, right? So we were just chopping it up prior to this live broadcast being streamed. And, this brother has such a great, rich history. And so we're going to get into it in the depths of it tonight. But before we do, we'd like to encourage you to please send us an email to RYC Live. That's RYC Live. If you'd like to be a guest on a future show for a future date. Someone from the team will be more than happy to get back to you to book you for a future date on a future show. Shout out to the team, RYC Live, Mr. RYC Live himself, Lady Alicia, and the rest of our associates and family and crewmates, and all you supporters that continually support us each and every Friday night. We do this each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We broadcast right here from the base in Chicago, but we circulate around the globe. All right. So keep it locked and loaded to the platform. Peace and love. We are here. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the one and only Trusun.
Peace,
what's up, my brother? Welcome to the RYC Live show, my brother. How you been?
Salute, gratitude, man. Just keeping it moving. You stop moving, you're dead.
So, right.
Keeping it moving, yo.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Glad to finally have you on the show, and to finally, talk about some of this great history that you possess, So we're gonna get right into it, man. So let's just go all the way back to the beginning, man. When you got into hip hop, like, what year would you say it was for you when you actually got into this whole thing that we now know and love called hip hop?
Well, I mean that comes from two different, that's like actively involved is one thing, but when you got into it, like I was born in Chicago, moved to New York when I was like about 7, 8 years old, right, with my mom's. But I used to come back for the summers, and in one of my cousins' basement, shout out DJ Maestro, he had his family had a little change, so this man had turntables when we were shorties, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we'd be off in the basement, And he'd be doing his DJ thing, and I was on the East Coast. I was always writer, literary. So I got on the East Coast and started, writing. So I used to write raps for all my cousins and stuff, and we'd record them on tape and stuff like that. So that, like I said, that was still like, playing with the game. You know what I'm saying? It was young.
So, but that's important though. So what time frame would you say that's around? Because that's very introduction.
That had to be about like 81, 2, 3.
Okay.
Around that time, yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
because I was still on the East Coast.
And you were in grammar school at that time, right?
No, well, I was in middle school.
Middle school. Okay.
And I was actually living in Jersey at that time, but I used to come home for the summers and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And that's when me and my cousins would all link up and do our thing.
Well, I mean, that was a good time because 81.
And I was coming from the East.
Because 81. No, I was just saying 81, 82, and 83 were like pivotal years, because that was around the same time that Michael Jackson was very popular too.
Facts. Yeah.
So
Hey, what year was that when he did that moonwalk thing on the award show?
Talking about the Motown, the 25 Motown special.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to L1. I see him checking in. Yeah.
The reason I'll bring that whole thing up.
Go ahead.
We was kind of salty.
Okay.
The whole reason I bring that up because we was kind of salty, because he was doing the moonwalk and made it popular, and it's like we've been doing the moonwalk all this time.
Right.
But Jacko took it there.
Yeah. No. That was because that was when he was trying to he asked to do a solo performance. So that was like the spring of 83. Okay. So 1983, because I remember we were hardcore B-boys back then. You know what I'm saying? Me and my crew, we were breaking back then, because that was my introduction to hip hop was breaking and popping, and so, but yeah, 83, we was breaking like every day, bro.
I'm laughing because actually, even before MCing, like breaking and graffiti, bro, that was kind of like more of my intro because everybody used to doodle in school and stuff, drawing stuff. And the breaking thing, that was kind of like my first interaction. But I remember what my mom, I was single parent, we was, so all my peeps, she would rather us be at the crib than in the street. So naturally, my spot became the spot. So everybody in the building used to be in my crib, and we used to be breaking this stuff. And I remember, boy, I jumped down and tried to do a handspin and hurt my shin, boy. That was it. I was like, I'm gonna try this microphone thing over here.
What'd you say? Let me try another. Man. Let me try another element. Right.
That's the beauty of hip hop because there was room to move around.
Yeah, exactly.
But, okay, that don't fit. Let me go over here.
Right.
And we was the cool dudes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Yeah. So 83. Yeah, 83. I agree, man. Like Michael Jackson. And what was so crazy is when we went back to school that Monday. I remember because this was right before we got out of school for the summer when that debuted. That was around like in May, so we were still in school. I was still in grammar school at the time, and I remember we went back to school on that Monday. Everybody in school was talking about it. Man, did you see Michael Jackson do the moonwalk? And technically it's not really called the
Right.
moonwalk. It's actually called the back. The original name was called the backslide, right? But because the moonwalk is actually another move.
Right.
It's another move where you glide in a circular motion. That's why.
Yeah, you be like,
Exactly.
moonwalk.
Exactly. That's what's called a moonwalk.
Exactly.
But when you go backwards,
Yeah.
that's just called a backslide. So, but you know, the media went with moonwalk, right?
And that's what it was. That's what it is to this day.
And so, but when he
What you
did
gonna
that
do?
though, when he did that though, a lot of people thought that he actually made it up. For those that wasn't aware of it already being in existence, some people thought that he made the move up.
That's why we were salty. Hold up, fam.
Yeah,
Mike ain't come up with this.
And little did some people know that Michael actually trained. That's how he learned how to do the backslide, is because he worked with people like Poppin' Taco and Poppin' Pete, you know, and Boogaloo Shrimp. He trained with at least a dozen different street dancers to get to the point to where he was able to do what he was doing. He loved street dancing too, you know. So
Hey,
yeah.
Speaking of that, I know you remember the movie Wild Style, right?
Yes.
But they depicted something that was real significant about that era.
Okay.
It was other cultures from colleges that were infiltrating the hood, the ghetto, to see what the hell we was doing.
Oh yeah.
B Street touched on that too.
Yeah, exactly.
They was coming to see what the hell we was doing. Take it, package it up, make it marketable. We was just doing it.
Yeah.
We just in the hood spinning on refrigerator boxes.
Facts.
Doing what we do.
Yeah.
They made a market of it, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, especially when something is new, people get excited and they want to try to discover it and understand how it works. And then they want to go promote it, right? Because if you know, when breaking was new, prior to it, when we were doing it on the streets, you know, we were doing it because we loved it. But then when the media caught wind to the point to where, let's just say Hollywood, because that's eventually where it landed, right? Because they made movies. So when the directors was like, we could put this on the big screen and make some money, you know, and then they rushed to try to see who was going to do it first. Because remember, in '83, also the movie Flashdance came out, and it featured Rocksteady Crew had some scenes in there, right? Yeah. And so when we seen that, we was like, what? You know, and then the following year in '84, that's when Breaking came out and Beat Street, and both in that same year. And that's when it just exploded because everybody was trying to get a piece of the market. They was like, you know, breakdancing exploded. You know, it went internationally even back then. Shout out to Mr. RYC Live checking in. He says, yo, Trusun in the building. Welcome, my brother. Yeah. Shout out to the legends of Chicago.
Peace, Mr. RYC himself. Salute.
Yeah. No, but I know. But I think too that also played a major role in how hip hop grew and developed because of people promoting and pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's get back to you, man. So you left. You went.
That's
to the
why you can't really be mad.
Right. So let's get back to you because you left.
What it is, you know.
You left Chicago, went to the East Coast, right? And then you came back in the mid 80s, right? Like, you know, you say around 87 when you came back to Chicago.
Yeah, into 87.
Yeah. So let's pick up from there because by 87, we definitely already had a hip hop scene in Chicago, right? So, I mean, we were already listening to HBK and, you know, the city had 1987, we actually had a graffiti war. The North Side by 1987, we had two wars. The North Side versus South Side. Big graffiti war, right? So it was all type of stuff going on by 87. And in fact, that was the same year that Pink House started a rap show on KKC. Yeah, same.
Salute.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about the development when you came back in '87, like for you, how it continued to grow and develop at that point for you in hip hop.
That was like a real like monumental time in my own personal development with this hip hop thing. Cause like on the East Coast, I was doing my hip hop thing, you know, I was rapping in the lunchrooms, did a couple talent shows and things like that. But when I came back to Chicago, it was like, even though this my hometown, it was like I was damn near kind of like lost. Like I ain't had shit to do. I ain't really know nobody like that, you know what I'm saying? And real talk, I can see the scenery right now. I'm from Inglewood area, stayed on 72nd place in between Loomis and Bishop. And I used to just play the porch. That's all I could really do. I ain't know shit, you know? So I played the porch, and one day, his brother, who we got young shorty pictures together, because it's from the same block. You know how Chicago is. And he was walking by one day, and I'm sitting out on the porch like always. I had 2 books. My lessons is 5% God Body and my rhyme book. So that's what I used to do. And he walked by, and he was like, he struck up a conversation like, yo, ain't you blah, blah, blah? You know, and then we start chopping it up. By the way, that was my man, Fab One, Fables, Vision, Kabar, you know, many attributes, you know. And I say that's a monumental day in my my development, because he introduced me to Chicago hip hop that I was oblivious of. I swear, I ain't no front. I was on the East Coast. My cousins was all in the house. I thought that's what was cracking.
Okay.
You know, I'm coming from the East Coast feeling completely like a duck out of water. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I had no idea hip hop was here.
Now, hold your thought real quick, Trusun, because I failed to mention your crew back in Jersey. So let's take a little step back to 1984. I want you to talk about this picture I'm finna show. So this is a picture.
There you go.
So this picture here is from 1984. Damn.
I know what picture you finna pull up.
So talk about this real quick. Who we got? Who we got right here?
Oh, snap! Oh, that's my man Omar Frankie B, and that's me, of course. Yo, you know where that picture is at, yo?
Where is it at?
I'm gonna tell you, that picture is in my bedroom.
Okay.
My mom's, rest in peace, who's you know part of her history as an artist, you know, allowed me the freedom to explore my artistry, right?
Okay.
And like I said before, as long as we was in the crib, we wasn't in the streets.
Right.
So she let my crew come in and bomb the room. That's actually my bedroom. You can't see the wall, but my whole room is bombed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wow, look at my little young ass.
Now, which one is you? Which one is you in the picture?
You can't. I'm the one on the right with the black,
so
with the black shirt.
Okay, so you ain't got no hat on. That's you right there, right?
Dark skin
with no hat on.
That's me with no hat on.
Okay, all right. Now who's the shorty in the middle at the down like kneeling down at the bottom?
That's my man Omar.
Okay,
ill ass MC boy.
Okay.
Yep.
And then what about the guy
and
on the other side?
That's Frankie, man.
Okay.
That's funny because that's funny as hell. We was hip hopping, no doubt. We was rapping and involved in hip hop, but that was my street connect. We was all on street shit.
Yeah.
Them was like the stick up kids. Them was stick up kids.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
That's what it was on the East Coast. Either you sold dope or you was a stick up kid.
Okay.
I wasn't good at selling dope, and I found that taking your money after you sold dope was better. Go figure. Shit. Yeah, damn.
So all right, let's go fast forward. Let's go back to the late 80s now. Okay. And let's just go to the end of the 80s. So 89 come, and then we go into the 90s, right? Because there was a kind of turn after the 80s ended, right? Because you had groups becoming popular like De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, like there was a whole little shift, so to speak, right? We were talking earlier before we went live about groups like Poor Righteous Teachers and Brand Nubian. So it was this whole knowledge of self, 5% type, / hip hop, that was beginning to come in too, right? More. I'm saying more. And so, what was that like for you at that time, specifically? Your experience?
Well, like as far as when I got back here.
Yeah, and when the change started to occur, like what was that experience like for you?
Well, going back a little bit before I came back, like on the East Coast, how can I say this? It's like everybody knew about knew a little something. It don't necessarily mean everybody was in depth into the culture. You know what I mean? So you would have like straight hood street stick up kids, but they knew today's math. You know what I'm saying? They rob you, but they knew today's mathematics. So when I came to Chicago, when I was out there, I found that kind of like strange. So when I came to Chicago, that was the school of thought that I was in at that time.
Yeah.
So when I came to Chicago, and it was like I already knew like Akbar and rest in peace, Peely Fresh. You know what I'm saying? I knew they was God body and they knew the science. And, I bumped into them a couple times in steps with Fables.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But besides them, it was like I came from a area where everybody knew something about the sciences to an area where nobody kind of really knew about the sciences. And the first person I ran into, peace, was Fear Allah.
Okay.
And that was the first time I went to one of the hip hop meetings over at the Terror Dome.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I could see the scene. This is when I first met the God. And we walking across the field and like amongst 5% nation, it was like it was customary, like you would compare lessons.
Right.
And it always struck me how when he opened his book Life, I looked through it was like, okay. But when I opened my book of Life, he had never seen a picture of the father, Clarence 13X.
Okay.
And that kind of marked a difference in things, because it was like, okay, this shit is finna be kind of different. And flash forward a little to when we formed the God Squad, I used to always tell my guys that, like, actually, if we was on the East Coast right now, kicking how we kick it, we'll get what's called the universal beatdown.
Oh, wow.
because I wasn't. The East Coast was kind of like. I put it like this. I came with there's a. It's not necessarily a separation between man and the Most High. It's all inclusive, but man is not the Most High in personage.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't Allah walking around in physical form.
Exactly.
You are of the Most High.
Right.
It's the oneness. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
that.
Right.
But you couldn't say that on the East Coast at that time.
Yeah.
I'd have got to, really, they would have been straight. They'd have been like, "Who told y'all this shit?" They'd be like, "Trusun." It was just. I mean, just real quick, but it was a story of is one of the guy Wazir. I think he was up in the Bronx, in Pelon, and like Rakim alluded to in his song "Know the Ledge." That's a real drawing. Knowledge, know the ledge, for you fall off the edge into the devil's civilization.
Right.
He used to have his ciphers on. I forget what project building, but it was like literally, if you ain't know your lessons, you went off the side of the building.
Yeah.
That was building and destroying.
Right.
I thought that was a little, too much. It's like, whoa, fam. So when I came to Chicago and I was building with, I was more open to other people's experiences and philosophies and stuff. I wasn't so, hardcore, but it was just a thing when I met Fear and I saw his book of life, and he had never even seen, this was before the internet, so he had never even seen a picture of the father.
Yeah.
Which was like, how could you, but that's how it is,
Yeah.
So
no, great experiences though, man. Great interchanges, great interchanges, And see now when I met Fear, I met him back in the 80s at a graffiti meeting. And so, so we all have different experiences, different exchanges, and it's all good, right? So let's talk about the hummingbird, because I really, when we were offline talking about it, I really enjoyed that. So let's try to see what we can bring back in regard to that, because I'm going to bring this flyer up because, again, I remember the hummingbird. I hate that I don't have pictures of the hummingbird, like the outside. I have a few pictures from the inside, but it's not really great. But I remember partying at the hummingbird on Ashland.
You got pictures from the inside?
From the inside, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Right. So now this particular flyer, like you said, was designed by Fables, right? So
Fables, yep.
Tell us a little bit about this, because you said this was your first show.
Well, like I said, when I first, this is my first show. When I first really relinked with Fables, right? And then he was taking me around, introducing me to everybody, plugging me into the scenes, right? We like my man up top, Hitman Javier, he was down with the Funk Boys down on, what's that, 50th and Woods.
Okay.
Around that area. And, he was more or less the promoter, the money man trying to get off in the hip hop. Kabab was, Fables was the artist, he was the interchange. He was the link.
Okay.
So he did the flyer and he paid to get them printed up. And me and Fables, we stayed up on 72nd in Inglewood. But we used to walk down to 51st Street, walk everywhere. Right. Everybody, and we come, how Chicago was. You come in the hoods and like, security is like, who that? We're like, oh, them. They used to call us the hip hop knowledge boys. They straight, they ain't, them knowledge boys, and
right.
the hip hop dude, what I'm saying. So it was good. We had a pass, and so me and him, we actually self-promoted Ground Pound, self-promoted that joint, and that's how I met a lot. I'm not only promoted it as a party, but as far as all the artists that perform there, we linked with them. Like, you want to get down on this? Boom, boom, boom. You know, that's how we put that together. We didn't know what we was doing, but we were event planning.
For sure. Very early on.
Right. Exactly. So that's how I really got to meet a lot of the cats, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, of course, it come down to the art. You know, they spit, I spit. It was like, okay, I fucks with them, you know. So respect was mutual. And we put that together. And at the time, like I say, on the front of the flyer, the crew that I started was called Tribe X. Me and Fables, actually. And Fables really came up with the name for damn near every group I ever been in.
Wow.
He came up with Tribe X, the God Squad, Chicago Gods, all that shit.
That's crazy.
He did that, you know
Shout
what I'm saying?
Shout out to Fables.
He just didn't want to grab the microphone and rap. Right. So we did that joint at the Hummingbird, and like I said, that was my first performance, like show in Chicago. You know, I rocked on the blocks and then the ciphers and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as on the stage, that was like my first demo in Chicago, and it was like, and till this day, I always remember, because my man Falah Shabazz, he was down with he was one of the original members of Chicago.
Right.
And that's my man till this day. Yeah, Chirac, his big brother Fahim.
Yes.
And I came off stage, you know, I rocked the show. We did our thing, right? And in my naive state of mind, I'm thinking that when you rock a show, you're supposed to have all the yeah, but the whole damn crowd, and it was deep, but the whole crowd was silent, standing still, watching. So when I got done rocking, I come off the stage, pull my man Falah to the side, and I'm like, yo, fam, what's up? They ain't like it. They ain't, you know, I ain't getting no reaction. They ain't, you know, how I thought they was going to react.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, no, dude, they was listening.
Wow.
That's what they was doing, because them was MCs out there.
Right.
And then it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm with that. Because as an MC, as an artist, and that's what you want, somebody to pay attention to what the hell I'm doing. What I'm saying.
Yes.
So that was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And I think that's so true, because, you know, when we were listening to a lot of the MCs that we heard that was being played on HBK at the time, before we ever even seen some of their faces, we just listened to the vocabulary, because it was about vocabulary in the 80s. You know, like, you know, people, it was, you know, like I remember hearing D.A. Smart on HBK all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you know, when Raheem was with the Legion of Doom, you know what I'm saying? Back in the 80s. He was EL Radio. You know, and so it was about lyrics, man. It was about content, you know what I'm saying? And all of us, all of us were trying to imitate that, right? Shout out to Dub C's. I see you checking in, my brother, from the original MOC crew.
Dub C. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm glad some of like the older, like my man Flame Rock been on, but like I'm kind of glad. Cause around that time when I came out, right, I used to just hear the stories of like train rocking, like with JMD and you know, when they used to go out and rock the lines and stuff. I came back after that era had kind of, you know, died down, and I was so jealous because I used to hear them stories. I'd be like, fuck, Damn, I wish I was a part of that. Oh, I
Right,
know
right,
y'all
right.
kick it. Especially when they talk about how much how much money is. You make a little coin when you a
Yeah,
young
yeah,
man
yeah,
out there rocking the lines, getting some money and shit,
yeah,
then going
yeah,
shopping and shit. I was like, y'all was
yeah.
living the rapper life as teenagers, man. Come
Yeah,
on,
that's
man.
so true, man. And that's real facts because like you said, when people like uh Dub just checked in, so his crew
Mm,
was MOC, JMD was a part of Purple Mansion back then, right? And so,
right,
like they
right.
rocked the lines, rhyming, making money, and we were rocking the streets dancing for money. So, so there were we were entrepreneurs before
Mm,
I even knew how to pronounce the word. Let alone spell
exactly. Dig
it.
that. Right, dig that. Fact. Uh,
Yeah, man. So
that's,
and Jay got so many great stories. JMD, man, he got so many great stories, bro. Like it's like every time I talk to him, it's an interview. And that's why I think it's great to share these stories because again, it shows what we've done, our body of work, right? When you
yeah.
especially if you got any kind of physical evidence to back it up, man, this even like we could all make our own individual documentaries, you know.
Oh yeah. Facts. Easily, easily, man.
Dove says the Dan Ryan trains was our job.
Man, I wish I'd have been because on the East Coast, New York, you couldn't do that shit.
Oh, okay, okay.
You couldn't, Father forgive me, but I was young. You couldn't do that shit because little tackheads like me and my little crew running around trying to. It's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
different world. That's why when I came back to Chicago and I moved around so freely, even though you had the culture, the street culture prevalent then, so I could still move around freely because it wasn't that shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I
yeah.
could move around and I appreciate it, especially when I got linked into the hip hop scene here. It was like, whoa,
Yeah.
which is it's on another level. It was very important to me and monumental to me and my development because, like I said, well, you may not know, I'm an only child. You know what I'm saying? I everywhere, put it like this, everywhere I ever lived in my life, I was always the new kid.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. From when I left Chicago, last school I went to was St. Sabina.
Right. Right. Right.
So everywhere else that I went to in my life, I was the new kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I, after going through all that and then coming back to Chicago, and especially Chicago hip hop, it's like I've besides my family, of course, I on my personal side, I felt a sense of home.
Okay.
It was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
Chicago hip hop.
Chicago and New York had a lot of similarities because, we both had hip hop, we both had gangs, but don't get it twisted. I mean, there was a lot of robbing going on here in Chicago too, bro. Like, like
Uh,
I remember I remember seeing people get their chains snatched on the train. Like cats would wait to the train pull up to the platform.
right,
As soon as the doors open, they would snatch your chain and run out the door.
they're gone. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know my man Frank Rock having some thoughts on that level. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I think, like I said, I'm from the Inglewood area, but I used to always be like down in Motown around 51st low end. I don't know what it is. I ain't never lived on the low end. Like
Okay.
growing up before I moved to New York, I never lived on the Lord, but I always felt a strange kinship. Like I felt comfortable. Because I used to tell them back in the day, like around 51st and Racine, the 80 and all that area, it reminded me of the East Coast.
Yeah.
It was action everywhere, it was hood.
Yeah.
Ghetto type shit. I don't know.
Yeah. So, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's why I was always around there, and I linked, real tight with cats like that. I always, that's all I ever knew.
All right, so let's do this real quick, Trusun. Let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I want us to get into talking a little bit about the God Squad. All right, definitely. So we'll be right back. You're watching the RYC Live show.
That's right, motherfuckers. We back in this bitch, repping the side.
Spectacular vernacular, good styles like spatula. 8-ball, corner pocket, I drop shit. Kicking in your toe like Rambo. Negro, don't forget the mystery.
If I wake up MCs, then I put them to sleep.
Like 211 with pills in it.
But if they got body, they probably got bodies.
Starting to ass whooping poisonous like strychnine.
Made in the image and likeness, my existence, the God.
The city of haters, shady behaviors, hugging us to their favorite.
I'm gonna lead us here, just to say the least. A&R's killing the game, now it's AR leaks.
I wanna bring to you some lyrical demonstration and representation from some heavy hitter spitters. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, let me explain the situation like this. JMD, Mr. Club Banger, still 80s hot, and ain't shit sweet on the bars unless it's Bailey shot.
Never will a hater have me acting out my element.
If you wanna battle me, I battle you. The only way you win, I've got on the side of you.
Straight to the point, 8 bars, metaphors, punchlines, and no mumbling. Shouts out to Chicago MCs, repping they city, showed up and showed out. Enough said and no excuses.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all feeling that Chicago?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all claiming Chirac, but it's Chi-Town. Windy City, my town. Born and raised on the south side. As a kid, I played outside. Played in the park, played with the neighbors. Played against the ops, boxed the haters. Played plenty sports on many courts. Shots fired, all net scored. Live another day just to do it again. Walk around the block with a few of the friends. We had no worries. Have mercy. Cut the beef, cold turkey. Now shorties want to run around so thirsty. Hancock, but don't know Herbie. Now John Dirty, it's now John Doe. And bodies keep falling like snow flurries. So here's a clue to you cut plans. The modern day KKK. Kids killing kids. Everyday sprayed. White sheets on that layaway. So you gotta respect those who paid away. And made a way for you to later say there's a greater way. But you pay to play when you take them shots and fade away. I came to say ceasefire, y'all killing children.
Stop the killing.
It's a shame to say y'all keep firing, they building prison.
Y'all see them.
And the lanes who say keep quiet cause they tired of listening.
Stop talking to me,
I'm the same today when the heat rise, their lives a victim. Call me Mr. Club Banger. Don't get it twisted, slugs in the banger. And I keep it in the crib just in case, gotta put it in the mug of a stranger. And I'm just saying, the smile on my face don't mean I'm playing.
Shot down, shot back, you can call it what you want, but I won't shot back.
Yeah.
Shy back.
Yeah.
Shy back.
Doing it live for you right here on WHPK 88.5.
Back.
Yeah.
Shy.
Come on, y'all.
Back.
Yeah.
Shy. Back.
We want that.
Shy.
Yeah.
Back.
Shy.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Shy. Come on, y'all.
Back.
Yeah.
Shy.
What we want.
Back. We want that shy.
Yeah.
Back.
Come on.
Shy.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Shy. Back.
Yeah.
Shy.
Yeah.
Back. We want that shy.
We ain't glorifying the shot rack, y'all. We want shot back. That's what it is.
Legends in the building.
Look, there's nothing new under the sun. Check my profile, trust me, bud. Y'all just tapped into an old style. Yeah, I used to cop 8 balls, rolling rocks. Every blue moon, import private stock. It's in my DNA, it's all in my spit. Check me for a drop, it's all in my shit. Test my hair follicles, I done smoked a lot of crews. If I won't hire, that mean you're not approved. Copy that, I'm straightforward like chainmail. Cops arresting prostitutes is fucking up their brain cells. So I try to come with a level head. A hard chick, soft and sweet, that's a devil egg. I'm the bomb, no ghostwriters lay raw lines. Like severed legs and metal legs, they all mine. Body parts resemble a Mardi Gras. And 2 9 double M's with double C's is not a bra. Compared to prison, I got a lot of bars. Me without is like hip hop without a Nas. It's like living without a God, healing without the scars, or quitting before you start, a wizard without the R's, wishing without the stars, bidding without the odds, or fishing without a rod, killing over some broad, or killing without a cause, Muslims without a mosque, or hooping without LeBrons. I handle bars that'll stretch you like tight ropes, make you reflect on your wheel like bike spokes. Trust fund, now share that to your next of kin, cause I'ma catch a body like leopard skin. Get it? Cat fur body, F it then. Here's a compact disc for the record then. Post bonds, the closest you get in the record spins. Now that's what I call arrested development. Everyday people, every day I see through transparent ass egos and shut them down like E2s. Don't think that I softened up or lost my touch. I'ma remain hip hop, even if I lost a crutch. 36 bars, 24 bars to go. You're tough enough to take a punchline, I bet you won't dodge the flow. Man up, man down. You try to stand up, you stand down. Hands up, not hands down. Real MCs don't look like rappers. Real kingpins don't look like dealers. I can squeeze the mic and hurt your feelings. I'd rather speak and encourage the children. Street fights ain't worth the killings. Since Cain and Abel, we're still murdering siblings. Murders I witnessed the murders of innocent citizens like Ferguson. Murdered senseless. You never heard of a sentence until you sentence one. And just for the record, you can spin this one. Then it's done. Come and get it. Dinner's done. Wait a minute. Simmer some. Process when it's done. Many ask when they hear me where I come from. That's ridiculous. I fuck where I come from. Word of mouth. I'm that dude you heard about. None of that rumbling, summoning, mumbling shit. The word's been out. Woke up from hibernation cause I barely sleep. Pigs, cheetahs, and snakes who I primarily see. From Sesame Street to wildlife, I love counting big birds since my child life. See, I ain't got a sag to show my ass off. A few shots at the bar and it's last call.
Welcome back to the RYC Live Show. What's up, my bro? What you got? You switched cameras? What's up, my bro? What you got? Switch cameras? You gotta cut the other one off. You can't have them running at the same time. It bad feedback. All right. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. So back again, man. So yeah, man. So let's talk a little bit about the God Squad, man. First of all, what year did y'all start that crew?
Oh, wow. Yo, my man, Radio, Raheem, he always been good, like, on the specifics, the dates. This man even remember old lyrics that I forgot I wrote, you know. So I want to say 91, 2-ish.
Okay.
Around that era.
91, 92.
Like, my first child was born in 93.
Okay.
Yeah, so it had to be as far as 91, 2-ish, and a little bit of 93, because that's when we was in New York. We had signed with Lil Lewis, had started his little rap label. So we was out in New York around that time. I remember that because I had my first child around that time.
Okay.
So we started. So actually, like I said before, the first crew that I started was Tribe X.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, through my affiliation with Crush Mob, that's how I got, like, affiliated with Raheem.
Okay.
Because around that time, you know, everybody was graduating high school, and like I said, I think the other members of Def Squad, like Trax, I think Trax went to the Army or something. You know, basically, Raheem crew kind of dispersed. So I met him when he was kind of like hanging tight with Crush Mob.
Gotcha.
And then we just through kicking it, you know, doing what we do, and ciphering, and, you know, doing what we do, hip hop, and, you know, it once again, Fables stepped in and was like, "You and dude." It was like, and it was a little bit of uneasiness with my former crew. Because Raheem, actually, I think he came into Tribex for a quick minute, but it was like, it was obvious that like with his history, you know, doing Chicago hip hop, you know, concrete from the ground level,
Yeah.
he had certain undeniable skills and abilities.
Yeah.
And then, you know, my thing, you know, I had a little background, so it was apparent that it was like we was like the shining stars. So once again, here come Fables, like, man, y'all two, man. So, you know, we linked up and we set off in Ogden Park, you know, doing the hip hop thing, you know, putting something in the air, the ghost of Bob Marley and things like that. And we wrote our first song.
So,
You know,
you remember what the name of it was?
yeah, on the G.
Okay, okay. So, what you know about this
So-
picture, man? What you know about this picture? What memories does
Here
this?
you go.
It,
Hold on, okay, they popped up over here. Yeah, you laughing. This I want to laugh. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's, you know, that's it. That's the God Squad. Our first little promo biopic. We shot that right on 6th Ninth and Ashland.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So y'all, so
That's the God
so
Squad.
y'all got picked up by Sony Records, right?
Well, I mean, by way of we had a production, basically a production deal.
Okay.
You know, with Lil Lewis's label.
Okay.
And, you know, we did a little something, you know, like we did some stuff for Lil Lewis on, like we did a Rhythm had remixed the song Music Saved My Life.
Okay.
And we did, it was like we were doing the hip hop remix to that.
Okay.
And I still have not heard this song since the day we did it in the studio in Manhattan. I swear.
Wow.
We was literally at Lewis's house out here in the burbs somewhere, right? Rhythm was in New York. He played the track over the phone.
Uh-huh.
We recorded it with a little hand demo.
Uh-huh.
Wrote the song. Got on the airplane, still writing and practicing. Got to New York. Jumped in the limo. Went right to the studio. Up the stairs and in the booth.
Wow.
I heard the song maybe 2 or 3 times. I've not heard it since.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what happened.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So y'all had a little production deal with Lil Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually, you know, it was shaping up to be something. We was out at Lewis's spot. He had a studio in Manhattan, and we was recording with Kenny Parker, me and Heather B. These projects, by the way, they never got off. You know, shit happens, but they never got fruition. But me and Heather B was writing a song for another group that they was doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, we was in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
We was in the mix, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So who were the members for the record? For those that may not know or would like to know, who were the members of the God Squad?
Myself, G Supreme, God Supreme, my man G Raheem, and DJ Jihad. So it was like G Raheem, G Supreme, and G Jihad.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. And did the G stand for God?
Yes, sir. All the time.
Okay. All right. So that's what's up, man. So 91, 92-ish, right? Okay. Now, can you break down what you was telling me off the record about the connection with Mid City Mob, you know, and how like, you know, how that was kind of like another family connected to y'all?
Actually, Mid City Mob, like Tribe X was a group.
Okay.
The God Squad was a group.
Okay.
Mid City Mob was a crew.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Which consisted of course, DJ Rhythm as the producer, and the God Squad. We was the right side, and then you had a crew called DAT, Demonic Angels of Terror.
Gotcha.
Viking, Insane Main, damn, Killax, K-Hell, Killax. I mean, this was like the first cast who was on some dark shit. And it wasn't really, I mean, it was their concept lyrically.
Uh-huh.
But the motherfucking beats that Rhythm made on that dark shit, right. Oh my God. The guards come in, we'd be like, yo, we want that. We like, no, that's for the demons, yo. Be like, man, that shit is sick. Give me that beat. Man, that was on some pioneer shit. The shit. He was doing some theatrical, dramatic shit sonically.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You felt scared listening to his beats.
Right.
And then they get to rapping, you be like, damn. So Mid City Mob, that was that. And then it was actually scientifically kind of cool because you had the gods, quote unquote positive side, then you had the demons, quote unquote negative side, then you had Vino the narrator right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that was Mid City Mob. Yeah, wow. that was dope.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was actually the first, like I said before, that wasn't that was a crew of groups.
Right.
You know, God Squad and things like that, you know, Tribe X, those were groups.
Okay. That's cool, man. Like, you know, I appreciate the breakdown because I think a lot of that is very important because it's integral to the fabric of our history. And so, you know, I think it's just great to kind of like, you know, chop it up and break it down so people could digest it better. Because it's like the Tribe X, Tribe X. I didn't know that Falah was a part of y'all camp. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my man. Falah was definitely a part of Tribe X. He was actually, besides Fables, Falah had to been the like, I would have to credit Falah with being one of the founding members of Tribe X. Because, like I said, Fables wasn't a rapper. He wasn't an MC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as a lyricist, Falah was one of the first cats that got down. And really, me and him came up with a lot of the foundation conceptually, you know, of the whole demo. You know what I'm saying? Because my man used to walk from 93rd and Clyde all the way over to Inglewood.
Okay.
And maybe get a ride home. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man Aztec. Aztec used to come over around us, like all the way from the west side. Like every day, like you thought he lived over here and shit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Love this hip hop shit, you know.
So talk a little bit about the breakdown of the Chicagoids. What was that about? Because you was explaining it to me off the record.
Right. I'm trying to be on some short and simple, sweet type shit. Like start with that step and then work my way backwards. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it like that. Basically, the Chicagoids, the philosophy of the Chicagoids and the formation of that was anybody in Chicago who was on some guard body stuff, even though you may not have linked with us on no business,
right?
you was a Chicago guard. You was a Chicago because you was one of the guards, and you was from Chicago.
Right.
Short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? And we had a few people that plugged. Well, we actually had a lot of people that plugged in. Fear plugged in. You know, Knowledge. You know, rest in peace. He plugged in.
Remember. Yeah.
You know, actually, Fear and Knowledge was the two cats. I would go so far as to say, yeah. Let me think about this. Yeah, I would go so far as to say that, yeah. And I'm sure for me and Kabak, me and Fables, Fear and Knowledge, we the four winds of the Chicago's. We the foundation.
Okay.
We the foundation. We the start of that because, like I said, I told you the story about when I first met Fear at the Terror Dome. And we first linked up. I didn't think none of the guards was here. You know, later on I met, you know, Akbar and Peely, you know, rest in peace. But that was the first introduction to, actually, that was the first Chicago I met, even before we had the Chicago's, because he was one of the guards from Chicago. I didn't even know they existed.
Talk about Fear?
Fear. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Fear Law.
Yeah.
And his man, like, you know, his Aaron, he was Moses. His Aaron was Knowledge. Right. I was Moses on my end, and my Aaron was Fad One. So we linked in, and basically that's the four winds of the Chicago's, because from that came the God Squad, and actually the name actually being formed as the Chicago's. And it was a few other people, like Vakil used to check in with the Chicago's. Yeah, Twister shouted out the guys, Chicago's on the his first joint. They're running off the mouth.
Yeah.
Like on the mic, on one of the songs, and on the album. You know, so I mean, that's what it was. That's what, you know. Anybody who was on some guard body stuff in Chicago was Chicago's.
Now I have a short piece right here. It's actually an excerpt from my book that I'm writing, right? And this is a piece from, I'm going to just read it to you. This is a little piece from Raheem. And he was talking about when y'all went to Atlanta, I believe, when y'all went to the, what was that? The Jack the Rapper event in Atlanta? Seminar. Yeah. And he was talking about, you know, how you know how that day was. Do you remember that particular situation? Because you know he was talking about how y'all didn't have no money, and you know, and how you went to the parking lot and bust the window out.
No, hey, I ain't gonna front. I was trying to listen to where you was going and what Raheem had spoke about, so I would know what to respond to. And I was like, I wonder where he went with it. Yeah, that was the ill part of just backtrack a little part. That was like the ill part about the Mid-City Mob, because you had the gods and the demons, right? But the demons, Vikil, K-Hell, Crazy, they was really nice guys. It was the gods that was on bogus shit. We got to Atlanta, man. Yo, we got to the A, couldn't get up in that piece. What? Man, we up through the parking lot. I bust the window out. We in this bitch. We even had our tapes, our music in the boxes for the listening session. We all up in that piece, man. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, he talked about Russell Simmons was there that at that particular time, right?
I thought I was finna say that,
yeah. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we was clowning, you know, doing what we do,
right?
And I turned around and actually bump into Russ, And he ain't turned around like it was beef. He just turned around like, what's up, bro? You know? And it was like, you talk about missed opportunities.
Uh-huh.
Who knows what had happened if I'd have had the wherewithal to chop it up with dude.
Right.
Even invite him over, you know, shit happens. Life be life, man. I did.
Yeah.
But that could have, that wasn't my job. I was the MC, shit.
Yeah.
That was the man. We had managed. Shit. I was the talent. I was being talented.
Let's see, Mr. RYC Live say hip hop saved our lives and made us walk a mile or two or three or four or more. You may have seen me riding on the back bumper of a CTA bus.
Man.
Yeah.
That's it.
So let's go ahead and get into some of your music, man. I got a couple tracks hopefully that we can play. That one that you did called Shots Fired. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna listen to that for those that may have not heard it. And then I want you to talk a little bit about it.
All right,
we can go ahead and play it first, and then you could talk about it afterwards.
All right, word. That's what's up, man.
Okay, here we go.
Shorty shoot shit, he's unconscious. The loud leaning Molly got this nigga going bonkers. He's on point and you know that they hollow. Squeeze triggers like busted bottles in Chicago. But why'd he do that? Or rather, who that's? Behind the scenes, full of strings, chemtrail to make you do that. 12 brutalities, number formalities, 16 shots and go have a meal at Applebee's. Social experiments, trying to tame my temperament, no conflict resolution. Every time I gun, I go and get shoot like Bruce a bitch. GDs, BDs, buzzing crips. Why so much animosity and malicious intent? Like your own skin tone. You wanna kill me just for breathing, you don't think nothing wrong? I gotta watch you plus the police. Have mercy upon we. Oh Lord, have mercy upon we. It's word of death, kill, and you shot down streets. Everybody bombing that you got on yellow. They don't need to see the big picture. Shots fired. Have mercy upon we. It's word of death, kill, and you shot down streets. Everybody bombing that you got on yellow. They don't need to see the big picture. I'm from the city of Chi-Town. State of emergency is right now. Trying to survive, you get Mike Brown. Moment of silence. But all I hear is police sirens. On top of that, nobody's hiring, so nobody's smiling. It's kinda hard to show your teeth from Babylon Road down your street. Trying to hold my peace. Control my speech before these police grab a hold of me. Chicago, realer than most. Stuck in the middle of my coast, it's full of hitters with toast. Who you roll with? Police that empty a clip in your process. They ain't ever got an answer for it. It's so sick, but don't you get it twisted. Put them on the hit list. Yup, officer down, quick split. But dig this, we ain't trying to go that route. Push a red line, people need to slow this down. Lord, have mercy upon we. It's murder, death, kill, and you shot down streets. Everybody bombing that you grab on yellow. They don't need to see the big picture. Shots fired. Have mercy upon we. It's murder, death, kill, and you shot down streets. Everybody bombing that you grab on yellow. They don't need to see the big picture. Shots fired. That's the sound of the police. That's them shooting me. It ain't safe on these streets. If you look like you and me. What's up with that? When I'm walking to the corner store, all up in my grill trying to slam me like a sumo. Or practice judo and street fighting scenarios. Or do me like every corner with the chokehold. Lions, tigers, bears, old minds, murder, death, kill in the city of shine. While the media glorifies the thug life, penitentiaries privatize, unemployment sky high. It's safer to skydive. It's still in your port sipping my time. That's prime time for drive-bys. I swallow my pride and address the issue of the day. Just trying to find a better way. Oh Lord, have mercy upon we. It's murder, death, kill, and you shot down streets. Everybody bombing that you grab on yellow. They don't need to see the big picture. Shots fired. Have mercy upon we. It's murder, death, kill, and you shot down streets. Everybody bombing that you grab on yellow. death kill and he shot down streets. Everybody want me that you man won't kill them. They don't need to see the big picture. Shots fired, have mercy while we. It's murder, death kill and he shot down streets. Everybody want me that you man won't kill them. They don't need to see the big picture. Shots fired.
You hit the ground, bang, bang.
Yo, man. So that was a nice piece, man. Talk about that a little bit. Who did production on that one?
Oh, Riot 1, SSMG, baby.
Oh, nice.
Sound Scandal Music.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Brother Riot 1. Okay.
Salute,
Yeah. That was nice, man. Nice piece there.
I know a few peeps that fuck with your boy.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah, y'all did that one nice, man. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, and you know, Riot always
should have got shot.
Huh?
I'm looking back retrospect. I'm like, damn, I wish we had, got a video done on that. But
that would have been nice, man. But now this other one that you have, and I should have played this one first because I think this one is a little older. This one that you was talking about your life story called Rock On. This one was earlier, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what make this project so special? Before I play it, tell us a little bit about it. This song.
Well, actually, damn, I was thinking about the parameters of the song itself, but when I back up and look at the whole project, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of froze up a little bit. Yo, Trusun. He might be having some connection issues, y'all. Might be having some connection issues. So I'm going to go ahead and play the song. All right. Let's check it out, y'all.
This could be the realest Alvaro. Yo, I pin this here for those who were made concerned. I had a hard head, so it took time to learn. It started when I got a little fuzz on my face. Used to walk around with the chrome snub on my waist. Young black male, no real role model. Sold crack back when he had glass bottles. Lived life like there was no tomorrow. Whenever there was drama, I was down to follow. But then I bit off a little too much to swallow. Sent the young prince off to Colorado. Then to the south side of Chicago, when hip-hop was just really coming alive. So I saw my mission, leave my residence, looking for some MCs so I could represent. Change my life, and this was just a snapshot. Man, I used to write rhymes and rob the crack spot. In the storm, I just rock on. Life is short, so I drive on. It don't stop. This time it's on till they put me in the ground with some flowers on top. In the storm, I just rock on. Life is short, so my drive is on. It don't stop, so this time it's on till they put me in the ground with some flowers on top. Sometimes I sit and contemplate about the life I made. Good times and bad times, and how I behave. Realign my ways after time and age. Nothing like an old fool is what they always say. You trying to go that route. Self-doubt is a dark place. Got an answer for that. When you look at the God's face, when you looking in the mirror at the start of your day, green light, no time to waste. Holla back, it's your boy G Trusun back on the block, and this is where the clown is stopped. Don't need negativity around me, I angels on security around the clock. Fact of the matter is, and as a matter of fact, I got moves to make, no time for that. Yo, I spit a true son, I'm like, why am I Information age digital flow like Wi-Fi. In the storm, I just rock on. Life is short, so I drive on. You don't stop. This time it's on till it put me in the ground with some flowers on top. In the storm, I just rock on. Life is short, so my drive is on. You don't stop. So this time it's on till it put me in the ground with some flowers on top. Yo, they say it feel good to see people up on it when it's my time to shine. Yo, I don't even want it. An open enemy is better than a fake friend. Mama said success is the best revenge. That's the thing, big homie. Eyes on the prize, 24/7 on my grind. I don't make excuses, nah. I ain't even got time. Fly high like Jordan in the prime. More important than the rhyme is the reason why. See this light of mine, it just got to shine. So for now, call me Trusun 9. You should get used to it. This is my theme music. Small step to a giant. The pressure make diamonds. So stop the blood clot crying. Damn, bring the alarm. The helping hand that you're looking for is at the end of your arm. In the storm, I just rock on. Life is short, so I drive on. You don't stop. This time it's on till it put me in the ground with some flowers on top. In the storm, I just rock on. Life is short, so my drive is on. You don't stop. So this time it's on till it put me in the ground with some flowers on top.
Yeah. Yo, man.
Yeah,
Man.
before we got good up,
Go ahead.
what was that?
Now I was saying, what was you
Nah,
finna say?
before we got I was gonna say, I guess the build up to the song was like it was like that's like, for one, not only is like actual factual, like that's like my history, my trajectory, that's my story. But what I just kind of realized was like, damn, that was also my first project as a solo MC.
Oh, okay.
Because I always been a part of crews and groups, and I never did a solo project.
Wow.
And that
So,
was,
and that came out. Was that around the same time that you did the other song, "Shots Fired," like 2016?
that one right there. I did that project in 2010,
Okay.
2011.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Right.
so it's a little older. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit old. Like I said, that's when I first moved back here from Atlanta.
Okay.
That was around the time my man, me and Aztec did Side to Side.
Okay.
Yeah, the video, because that's my little bro, you know what I'm saying? He hadn't heard me spit in at least 10 years, but he just called, sent me the beat, said write something, we going in the studio, such and such.
Okay.
Say less.
Who did the production on that one? Rock On.
Rock On was done by my man, my man Sean J, Obscure, who's actually Fable's cousin.
Oh, okay.
His younger cousin.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, man.
Cool. All right. So you actually have another name, right? You go by another name outside of Trusun. Is that correct?
Oh yeah,
So can you explain to the viewers what that's about?
Well, it's like twofold. On one hand, names are like I got like attributes. Like I used to always say, I know you I know how you know me and from when you know me by what you call me.
Yeah.
By the name.
Right.
It's attribute. So these are different personifications. Now, of the what you pertaining to as far as the Commander Kill Noise, Lion Eye Kill Noise.
Mm-hmm.
Now this was a further. This project, it was fun, but I hoped it would be so much more fun, because this was how can I say this? This was an attempt to kind of go creatively a little further, and as far as like creating characters loosely based on ourselves, but creating characters. I mean, I had a whole, you know how creative people, I had a whole thing. I never wanted to do a video during that project as me. I wanted all that shit to be in animation, cartoon, so motherfucker, you don't even, my face is so irrelevant. It's the character and the story that I was trying to build, and that was Commander Lion Eye Kill Noise of the Cutthroat Consortium.
Okay.
You know, which is basically like some hip hop pirate type shit. Some people say that's synonymous. But I'm just saying, you know, just some hip hop street grimy pirate, you know, and pirates, you know, like, I mean, we get one story of pirates, but pirates was really on some free shit.
Okay.
That was their whole plate, being on some free shit. Now, if I had to take your shit, but really, they was a pain in the ass to like the government and shit like that, the British Empire and the Romans. You know, they was into it with them. You know what I'm saying? They was like, fuck y'all law. We finna live on the seas, live by the law of nature. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And I was trying to be on some like incorporate that into the I mean, our reality. I mean, we in a society, you know what I'm saying, with government, you know what I'm saying, but we are individuals, we are free beings, and you know, being on some pirate shit, you know what I'm saying, like I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna make this shit happen, you know what I'm saying, and I mean, it was a whole thing. I had different characters. I had a couple of my brothers, you know, different parts of the country that signed on. It was like it was going to be some real fanciful, entertaining type shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But life be life, and you know. And it's not to say that you'll never hear Lion Eye Kill Noise again, because I had fun doing that shit. I ain't gonna front. Just being a hip hop MC talking about regular street shit and I'm the shit and you ain't shit, that shit get boring, man.
Right. Be creative. Be a little creative. You know?
Yeah, that was fun. I was creating a whole another sub character. I was Lion Eye Kill Noise, commander of the Cutthroat Consortium. You know what I'm saying?
Now you also acted in you played that character a little bit in the Shy Ill Cypher, correct?
Yeah, I was in that vein. That was Lion Eye. That wasn't G Trusun.
Gotcha.
That was Lion Eye Kill.
Because you had the sword in there in the video.
I had the sword. That was the whole thing. You know, that's why I had the sword.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know?
What did you think about that particular project? You know, that Mr. RYC Live orchestrated with the MCs for the Cypher.
You know, I definitely appreciated the hell out of that, because like majority of the people on them songs I didn't know them forever. But we never did no music together.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, I've been knowing JMD forever. I've been knowing JMD since the infamous White Bronco days. Oh, he may not want me to speak on it. But you know what I'm saying? I've known him since riding up on the curbs and shit with the White Bronco. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Big Threes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a few. I mean, and we finally got a chance to. I mean, me and Ryan always rocked. You know, we was in the group, but
right.
You know, man, and to meet new cats that I wasn't really up on. And then that was the dope ass part. It's like I felt a certain kind of way, because it was like I wasn't up on them, but they was up on me, and I was like, damn, I felt like, you know, rest in peace, the kid. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, money.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Well, that was a dope experience. I'm glad, man. Jay always been on that type shit, trying to bring motherfuckers together to do some shit, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, what you got going? All right, now, you know, tell me when and where.
Right. And see, we need that. I mean, because I mean, think about it. Like you just said, you know, people knew about you. They knew about your body of work, and when you put the work out there, your work gonna speak for itself.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that was cool. That was like,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
That's what's up. Well, we're gonna play one last song, and that one actually has a video to it. So this one is the Lion Killer Noise, Love Lick a Shot. Now, before I show this, talk a little bit about what brought this concept for this particular song and video.
Well, it was for one, just like on the genre or subgenre, you know, kind of dancehall, hip hop, patois, whatever you want to call it. My experience growing up on the East Coast, I always like that's a part of me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ain't Jamaican no way, no how, but I grew up and went to school and lived around these motherfuckers, and you know. So when I came to Chicago, you know, I would like a lot, even as the God Squad, you know, like I would only do like a line or two, you know, 6, you know, let's say something real quick.
Right.
But that was the first time I did like a song.
Right.
You know, and I came up with the concept, acquired the beat, basically put the whole concept down, and for the longest, I was looking for a female MC.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Wow. And you found her.
You're playing.
No, it's not playing yet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not playing yet. No, I was just saying, and you found the female MC that you were looking for, correct?
Yeah, 2 people, because shit, we got the internet shit. I put out the flag like, yo, I'm looking for this, that, and other. And Kingdom Rock and Aztec X answered the call, and they both came up with Crystal Lejeune.
Okay.
And gotcha. I contacted her, video type shit, played the beat in the background, spit what I enough said. She did her shit. We fell into the lab and put it down.
Yeah, she nailed it too. She nailed it.
Yeah, she did. And then that's what's so dope about being a creative person. Like my moms used to always say, creative people are kind of crazy because they see certain in their head perfectly, vividly clear. But their challenge is getting it out of them so the rest of the world can see it.
Exactly. Yep.
You know,
I totally agree. Yeah. Well, let's take a look.
And I already had it, and yeah, go and peep that shit, man.
Yeah, let's take a look at this real quick. This is the video Love Lick a Shot featuring Crystal Lejeune with our homeboy Lion Killer Noise. All right, let's check it out.
Lion Killer Noise.
Yeah.
Lick a shot, finally, guys. Come. We can't understand why we don't run for my life. Before I make she got wife, somebody pray for the man who going crazy. Cause to me this gal is amazing. See, lion, I just want a lioness impressed. I am mighty, shine brightly, easy star. Mercy while we slow down. Hit me just like a 4 pound. Plow, dead man walking. Lioness shot him. 50 cal love gun rocked him. I don't know what happened. I was just standing and minding my business. She just appeared like a vision of beauty from Zion. You make me feel like I'm flying. I am You by my side, I'm a giant. Me without you, I'm a client. Give me the papers, I'll sign them. Hey, trying around the world, but I can't move my feet. Lord, look a shot, pound weed. I never thought it could happen to me, but Lord, look a shot so sweet.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot, pound weed.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot so sweet.
Yo, you done know, send me love or you read me. But love's a killer, yo, me off it move safely. Must admit, you seem nice. Original king, man, you're just my type. But it's been rough, so me not trust much nor many. Carry me tool, cause tools me have plenty. I'm a queen, can't welcome everybody on the team. I'm sure you understand exactly what I mean. But you got me letting my guards down. Simply amazing, it's crazy, this thing that I found. It seemed like it just might be just right. You suffice, I need that in my life. Yeah, precisely, I think you got me. Speaking concisely, you can call me wifey. Crystal Lejeune, yeah, I shine so brightly. You gon' realize I'm more than the hype beat.
Trying around the world, but I can't move my feet. Lord, look a shot, pound weed. I never thought it could happen to me, but Lord, look a shot so sweet.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot, pound weed.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot so sweet. Just the way she talk, make a mind walk off a cliff. Fire burn like a monster fit upon the spliff. Feel a hole in my chest, won't mind she more than backside and breast. God bless the day that she was born. Wagwan, but they done put me on. Yeah, pretty girl, wagwan, you wanna go with me? The queen need a king, put the world at her feet. Trying around the world, but I can't move my feet. Lord, look a shot, pound weed. I never thought it could happen to me, but Lord, look a shot so sweet.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot, pound weed.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot so sweet. Trying around the world, but I can't move my feet. Lord, look a shot, pound weed. I never thought it could happen to me, but Lord, look a shot so sweet.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot, pound weed.
Lick a shot, lick a shot.
Lord, look a shot so sweet.
Hey man, you gotta wake up. Time to close. Time to go.
Yeah. So love, lick a shot. What's that all about, my brother?
You know, I don't know about y'all. Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take that to the chin, man. You know, it's like you be out kicking it, living life, and you know meet somebody, boom, it's cool, you chilling, and it's like you look up and you find yourself somewhere that it's not that you don't like it, but you ain't really intend on. You was just like, oh shit, she got me. You know what I'm saying? And with most of my thing, you know, it's a dual thing. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes not so much.
Okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
but it was cool. I enjoyed that because, like I was saying before, you know, when you have a concept in your head and then you hear the other instruments and they add on. Like I was thinking, well, all I know, I just wanted a, you know, sister with a little Caribbean flow, but some lyricism, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I wanted her to build off the concept, and she took it to a place and that's always like the extra special gift. It's like the surprise of like, damn, that's what I meant. But damn, that ain't what I meant. You took it. Like that was more than what I meant.
Okay.
You know, it's like bringing it all home, you know?
Yeah. Well, man, bro.
It's like being a producer, you know, making a beat.
Yeah. Well, man, bro, it's been a blast here tonight, bro. You have done so much, and yet, we can't even get all of it in the time that we have allotted. But I feel like
Right.
I feel like at some point, it's great to just, get started telling our stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Because it sparked a lot of things in other people. Like somebody else could tell a story and that'll spark a memory that I didn't even know I had. Be like, oh, I remember that night or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what kind of motivated me to reach out to y'all and be like, man, I gotta jump on because like the last time when my girl Miss Chief was on, and then and then when my man Flame Rock was like, well, they were sparking something. It was like, well, I got a little something to say about a little something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Did you
get that microphone?
Did you see Flame Rock's interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
I was like, man, let me go. I might as well. And then who knows? Because and then really like with Miss Chifa, and I think maybe Flame also, but I don't recall. But I know Chifa. It's like you mentioned my name, you conjured me.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I say that to say I mentioned a few names. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe next week Raheem gonna be on here and doing his interview. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Well, in conclusion, my brother, what would you like to say to any up and coming artists? Any words of wisdom? Any words of encouragement?
Ooh. Wow. No. Like get to know something about the history. Okay. Where this shit come from. You ain't. This ain't start with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes to my generation also. We had to, pay attention to where our roots, where our stuff came from, because there's a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? But keep that energy, keep it going. Because I remember, when we was young, we had that energy. And man, don't waste that energy, man, but direct it positively in a way that's gonna bring you something, you know what I'm saying, that you want to have in life. And just tell your story. Like I said, it sounds so cliche-ish, but man, tell your story. Keep it real to yourself.
Yeah.
You'll be astonished at how many people can relate to your story because they live in a similar story themselves.
Yeah.
And that's the connection. That's the love, the connection in hip hop. That's what brings us together. Unity. So that's what brings us together. We all going through the same shit.
Now I meant to ask you earlier, how did y'all spell God Squad? Did y'all have a specific spelling for it, or did y'all change it up?
Yeah, we spelled it GHAAD.
Gotcha. Okay. And then y'all just spelled squad the regular way?
Yeah, squad was the regular way.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to check for the record, Well, man, it's been wonderful, my brother. Thank you so much for coming on tonight. We got a little bit more insight about you now.
man, it helps. It brings light to the picture. You know what I'm saying? We can see things clear.
Yeah.
It's been an honor and a pleasure. And a duty.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Chicago hip hop is something now. I remember when we used to get laughed at in Chicago for being hip hop.
Yeah.
Now it's something. So
right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work, my brother. I look forward
to RYC, yo.
Yes, sir. And I look forward to whatever else you got working on coming up out the pipeline, man. And let people know what we got going on too, man. Be a promoter for us if you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the time, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So you have just witnessed the one and only G Trusun checking in with us tonight live on the RYC Live Show. And we will be back once again next Friday with another fresh episode of Fresh Fridays. But until then, don't forget to rep your city. My name is Artistic, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.